The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, his schemes, plots, plans, tricks. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Hawashai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect that seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some look like the heathen. We get with the 144,000. Preachers, teachers, and prophets, Shalom. As you see, I got this a few minutes ago, but I'm sitting back and listening to the videos. You see what's being said. But everything is live, so I'm not going to be able to rewind things of that nature. But I'm going to just play I'm going to just play wherever it is, and go from there. But as you see, 2 U.S. National Guard soldiers shot and suspect in custody in Washington, D.C. All right. Now, again, like we read in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. And we know through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai, we know and understand prophecy, that Esau is coming down with great wrath because he has a short time. And with that being said, he's a send back. Not saying this didn't happen, but we know through the spirit that Esau is in such a rush to bring forth his order, or to bring forth chaos so he can establish his order. There's going to be a new world order so he can justify the troops being everywhere, so he can justify the digital technology, so he can justify and taking away everyone's rights. All right? Remember, it's for your peace and sake. It's for your comfort. It's what they push. No one understand. They behind the scenes plotting these things while we are asleep. Remember, real quick, when you get the scriptures, I believe it's in Psalms, they don't sleep or rest lest they cause some to fall. Proverbs 4:16, for they sleep not. Meaning these elites, remember, they pass the orders down to have these things fulfilled, to play out. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. All right? I'm going to just play a little bit. So we know what time we in, right around the pagan days. All right? Right around the pagan days. You see all this happy, joy, peace, and love. We see what time it is, man. I'm going to play a little bit.
Is hunger holding you back?
Nope.
Meet Hydroxycut Hunger Control Plus Weight Loss. It's powered by Slim Bio, a patented big pieces of information coming from...
Let's see. I'm going to just play it from where it leads off.
Social media posts.
And you could just kind of catch videos and piece it together. But more and more is going to be brought out as time press on. They're going to add to the story, Got to add to the narrative. Hey. Hey. Everything, how do they say it leads up to the suspense, or this is suspenseful? Or that's how people look at it. Like, they be sitting out waiting to see what's going on, what's going to be said. The story always the same, man. It don't unchanged. Just bring forth the damn rules, regulations, the laws, and all that good stuff, man. All right? Stop playing games, Esau. Which we know you're on your how about Shema shot time, But just saying it from the corner perspective. Hurry this shit up, Esau. Seriously, hurry up, man. We know what you're doing, man. We know you got to justify your ass. Just hurry the shit up. So you how about Shema Shaka bust your ass so we can get the hell up out of here, man. Alright? Because remember, with your agenda, it's at the same time, it's a downfall of your empire.
West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey identifying those 2 National Guard troops as West Virginians, and also saying that they both passed away from their injuries.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You hear that?
This is certainly...
Hey, at first it was in critical condition. Now those 2 National Guards that got shot has passed away from their injuries. If y'all don't think that they're gonna come down with some harsh measures after these so-called 2 National Guard members were shot and killed. Remember, Trump said they spit, we hit. All right, this just came up. That's the spirit.
Very tragic update to this story. I believe we are working on getting that post on X up so that everybody can see it. But just to reiterate what Chanel has been talking about, and here it is on your screen. Chanel just mentioned it, but I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit more. With great sorrow, we can confirm both members of the West Virginia National Guard who were shot earlier today in Washington, D.C. have passed away from their injuries. Certainly not the update anybody wanted to hear. This is incredibly tragic, as we have been reporting. Ariana Schechter saying that they were shot in an ambush style near the Farragut Metro stop here in Washington, D.C. This is very close to the White House. And Anna, if you are still with us, very tragic update here. And as far as we know, the suspect is in custody in the hospital and is injured. We don't have an update on the suspect's condition. Am I right, Anna?
That's right. I just got a second source that the suspect was shot 4 times. So we know that and is in serious condition, critical condition as well. So this was, obviously you can imagine this kind of a shootout. The chaos and multiple shots fired. Suspect hit 4 times. He fired off enough rounds to kill 2 National Guardsmen who were in D.C. from West Virginia. We just got that confirmation from the governor. So that is the latest. Obviously, the families have been told, and that's why the governor went ahead and put that out. I was hearing the same, but they were holding off until the families were notified.
All right, and we did hear the vice president, who is at a Thanksgiving event. He spoke about the shooting, saying, and I'm quoting him because we don't have this on tape yet, the vice president saying, I want to say first, before we get started on a somber note, we had, and some of you may have seen this on your phones or on social media, but apparently there was a shooting outside the White House a couple of hours ago. We're still learning everything. We don't know the motive. There's a lot that we haven't yet figured out, but we do know is that a couple of National Guardsmen were injured in the line of duty, and now we know from the West Virginia governor that they were killed in the line of duty. He said, Vance continued by saying, I want everybody who's a person of faith to say a prayer for those 2 National Guardsmen.
Hell no.
It's a somber reminder that soldiers, whether they're active duty, reserve, or National Guard, are soldiers, are the sword and shield of the United States of America, and a person who goes into work every single day in that building and knows that there are a lot of people who wear the uniform of the Army. Let me just personally thank them for what they're doing. We're grateful for them, and we're praying. Certainly just incredibly tragic news, because the vice president was speaking about that, and as far as the vice president knew at that time, the guardsmen were injured and still fighting for their lives, but now we know. And if we can pull that X post up again from the West Virginia governor, Governor Morrissey, saying it is with great sorrow that we can confirm both members of the West Virginia National Guard who were shot earlier today have passed away from their injuries. Here is that post.
Anyway, shut up, bitch. Hey. hey, like we have brought out years ago, beginning with the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, how, at any given time, your family members that's in the military, they targets. Law enforcement, they're targets. And most definitely in World War III, when they get shipped overseas, when World War III really starts, and Americans involved, you can kiss their ass and goodbye. Well, being in a uniform in the United States, you're a target too. And look at all of the oofings of law enforcement and government agents since 2020, man. And how it ramped up. All right? I'm not talking about the ones that's on mainstream media. I'm talking about the news that you really get from the other outlets and sources. Like, law enforcement officers are really getting put down. All right? But hey, again, you see what's going on. If you don't think they're going to put some type of law or sign some type of law into effect because of this, hey, if you don't think that, there's something wrong with you. All right? But hey, I just wanted to hit this real quick through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Hey, it's an evil world we live in. Most definitely evil times, which goes into bad times, which goes into the end times. Stay prayed up in the names of Yahweh Shema Shah. Shalom.